This is Cryptid Addicted, where we hunt for monsters. That is, before they hunt for us.
Ready to make this jump?
The Yowie is Australia's #1 most sighted cryptid. However, it's usually seen in heavily forested areas. So why am I on a 16-hour train straight into the desert? Well, because I have heard about an Outback Yowie, and I just had to look around for myself. So I've made it to the accommodation. I left at 6:30 in the morning. It's from Sydney, and we've reached Broken Hill at midnight, and that's not even leaving New South Wales. Tomorrow we're heading to Fowler's Gap, which is a little bit further. But that's it for today. I feel jet lagged in my own country, in my own state. But that's it for today. Good night. The embarrassing hat. We are here at Fowler's Gap, finally, and the flies are pretty bad. It's 40 degrees, but we're setting up the baited trap cam tomorrow, and let's see what we get. So now that we're actually out here in the field, let me tell you about Yowies. Most of you know I'm an Australian. I do a lot of content on Yowies because they're close to home. They're close to Sydney, where I live. Right now I am in arid Australia. This is the desert, people. It is obviously not the classic sandy desert, but it is still hyper arid. There is not much rain here. And yet we have reports of Yowies. These are Bigfoot-like creatures that are just around, hairy humanoids that are said to lurch across highways in front of cars, rip heads off kangaroos. It's mad, and it's around here, Fowler's Gap, and also Broken Hill, which is where we transferred from. So it's pretty mad, to be honest, and we're here to see if there's anything to that. Is there a Yowie here? Can we find any evidence of that? Prints, scat, trap camera footage of it. We're going to be baiting eggs to see if we can see them on film overnight, over the next couple of days even. And two, if they're not here, or we don't think maybe they are real, in this area at least, what are people seeing? Because there's not many people here, so what on earth are they seeing? Anyway, let's get to work, because it's hot. As mentioned before, our main eyes in the field are gonna be these trap cameras. And this is the first expedition I've ever done where I've actually baited them. The reason I've done that is simply bribery. Why on earth would a hot, hairy Yowie come out into the open unless there was a tasty little snack there waiting for him? So luckily the sun has been shaded by the clouds. It's still like 38 degrees and the flies are still ravenous, but I wanted to tell you about the main Yowie sighting in this area. So we're quite close to Broken Hill, and in between Broken Hill and where we are is where the sighting happened. So we're at Fowler's Gap. Broken Hill's like a hub, a city, a town, and this is between there is where the sighting happened. So it happened in 2010, specifically in April. Currently we are filming late March, so pretty close to the same type of year, same type of weather. We're coming out of summer, but it's always hot and dry here, so year round it's kind of the same. But yeah, 38, 40 degrees Celsius. So the thing that makes this a little dodgy, I'll caveat it straight away, it happened on April 1st of 2010. So take that with a huge grain of salt, a huge pinch of sand. But this is what happened. Anton, so we have the guy's name, was a bus driver, and he basically was sort of like more truck driver. He like shipped things back and forth around Broken Hill, and this sighting happened at 4 a.m. Ha ha ha. Sorry about the flies. So it was Anton and another mate, and apparently they had these like huge floodlights, huge bull bars, because there's a bunch of kangaroos and feral goats out here, and you know, if you hit that, you want to protect yourself, I suppose. And don't worry, kangaroos and feral goats are really overpopulated here, so that's okay. But anyway, don't get distracted. So it's 4 a.m, they come to this creek crossing and, well, they see something. Big, hairy, humanoid. So apparently they slowed right down to 60 kilometers an hour, and they were just checking for roos because they didn't want to get hit by anything. And near a creek, that's kind of a wildlife hotspot, obviously. And they saw something. And they saw something to the right, which they thought was a bear, he said originally, but then it stood up and he thought it was an ape man. Apparently they passed within 4 feet of the creature with their car, and as they said, it looked, quote, angry, and it looked right at them. The description is pretty cool. He said it was at least a foot taller than his mate, who was 6'4". He got a pretty good look, and so there's a pretty good description of this. He said it had long, dark, stringy hair, which was all dark grey, which is pretty interesting, because if you look around me, dark grey is kind of a weird camouflage. Things are reddy, rusty colour out here, with like, I was going to say peach, but I suppose if normal yowies are dark black or dark brown, grey would be a little bit cooler and reflect a little bit more of the huge sun bearing down on us. Anton continued to describe the creature. Like I said, he got a really good look. He said the face was leathery and weathered and also dark grey, not much fur. He said maybe it looked 45 to 50 years old, which is really cool. And he said the eyes reflected sort of a reddy colour and were definitely bigger than a human's eye. He said it had really large hands. He saw that their hair grew over their hands and over the feet, but when he saw the feet, he said they were distinctly human-shaped, just big, obviously. Bigfoot. Anton said he's been driving on that road for 20 years and he's never seen anything like it. He's never seen anything like it since, I think, either. There's some kangaroos over there, but there was one over here. He's being really friendly, but it's a little nervous because it looks like it's lying down in a sort of, I'm not being funny, but in a sort of dead way. I think this kangaroo needs help. Oh, no. Oh, he's okay. Hi. Hey, friend. Are you doing okay? So at Fowler's Gap here, they rewild injured and sick kangaroos that Wires brings in. So they're semi-tame, but they're trying to be rewilded, so I'll give him some space, buddy. God, I thought he was dead. We were just hanging out and I heard a bang and I saw something out the window. Out this window, I'm working in there and I just saw it. Just gotta be careful because I'm in thongs and there's snakes. Can't see it. Oh my god, is that it? What the fuck is that? And you might be asking yourself, yeah, what the F is that, Megan? Because I can't see anything. But here is what I'm seeing in the night. And I guess we can forgive past Megan for being a little bit freaked out. Hold but I just don't want to step on a snake because I'm wearing thongs. Okay, it's a bush. Okay. Okay. No yowies, no snakes. It's cold there. Whew. So out again having a wander. Let me just get rid of that stupid hat. It's very hot and the flies are really bad, so hence the cork hat. Yeah, we're looking at our camera traps today, and we're going to check if there's anything huge and hairy grabbing for the eggs. But so far I had a walk this morning and didn't see anything. There's barely any kangaroos out here, so in terms of food source, not much. I saw a feral cat last night. Oh no, that's such a lie. There's feral goats everywhere. None currently around me because it's like 4 p.m. It's like the heat of the day. But feral goats would make a tasty snack. So, yeah, I don't know. Plenty of stuff to eat. We're right near the dam, the river. It's not a dam, it's a river. And I don't know. There could be something. Could be something out here, but let's see what the camera traps hold. This is the area we've put our camera traps. It is a flat bank, as you can see. There is nothing around. The water source is that way if you walk quite far. And if you see this little pink flag rather, over here, these are marking our camera traps. I've already taken this one down, but the egg is gone. So we'll see what we have. So this is actually really exciting. So I'm collecting the camera traps and checking them, and a lot of them, the flies, have gone off, and the eggs are gone on a lot of them. So I'm going to be checking that as soon as I get back to the lab. And I mean lab this time. The UNSW campus here has an actual lab that I'm allowed to use because I'm a student here studying biology, which I'm sure you all know. Anyway, I just wanted to, just as an update, it's very exciting. And it seems like the egg being missing is a common trait. So, I don't know. Well, now all that's left to do is to see what's on the videos, because all the camera traps went off, all the eggs are gone, mostly, and something's being eating out here, and it would be amazing if it was a yowie. Think about that. But who knows? And I need an iced tea and a lie down. And I'm going to put this ridiculous hat back on, because that is how you survive the Australian outback. Check this out. So we're on the way back from the lab, and I found some kind of snake hole! So as you can see, the only thing we caught was one Aussie rascal on these cameras. These ravens came and ate all the eggs within a few hours of just setting them. Admittedly, they're quite cute, so I'll show you all the footage we got while we discuss the Outback Yowie and what we think. So firstly, do I think yowies exist in general? Yes, quite possibly. There's a lot of credible sightings, some evidence, and there's something going on, some phenomena. Do I think that the yowie exists in the outback, in the desert, in the middle of Australia? No, I don't. Why? Well, very few primates live in desert. There's humans, and there's a type of baboon that lives in the desert, but generally speaking, most primates do not live in the desert. And yowie is a primate, we presume. And there's reasons for that. It's dry, it's sparse, it's hot, and yowies have a really thick fur, if the sightings are to be believed, and it's just impossible to hide out here. So no, I don't think there's Yowies out here. We need to remember the original sighting that I was going off was posted April 1st, April Fool's Day. So maybe it was just a joke. So that is the end of the expedition. This is what we got, and you have to laugh so you don't cry when you spend hours in the heat setting up hundreds of trap cameras and eggs to attract a beast, and they get demolished by a cheeky group of ravens in a couple of hours. So after everything, I was a little dejected that we didn't see any Yowie action, so I went for one last walk on the final night out in the darkness by myself, just to have a look around, see what I could see, desperate last attempt. But no Yowies came out to play, no signs, nothing. No whoops, no bangs, no tree knocks, no footprints, no shaggy creatures. I could find zip. Sure, this was a really short expedition, but I'm almost grateful it was. I would be kind of upset if I spent a really long time out here looking for something that I just felt was super lacking in evidence for its presence. All that was out there was flies, hungry ravens, and a lot of feral goats. And thirsty kangaroos. Thank you so much for watching this short expedition. Let me know if you agree with me. Maybe you actually really strongly believe that the Outback Yowie is out there. Don't forget, I'm not saying that Yowies don't exist entirely. I think they do on the coast, but out here, no. But let me know. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. I love interacting with you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.